Hello everyone, B.O.B. here, and today's video came as a request from one of my very few subscribers, and you probably read it in the title that is Minecraft for Beginners. Now, if you are a veteran, don't feel like you should just skip off the video. Watch one and see what I have to say, and if I leave anything out, please leave a comment below so these beginner Minecrafters know these key points to getting the game started. Okay, and the first thing I want to cover here is your navigation. Now, when you first spawn into the world, you'll have a map in your inventory, and that thing is key for PlayStation 4 because that is the only way you can check your coordinates. And you're going to want to know coordinates for probably your spawn location and any bases or builds you might do, as well as naturally spawning structures. So you could write those coordinates down on a piece of paper in real life or even in a book and quill in the game just to like keep track of where everything is. And you can map out the entire world. It's just once you get beyond the border of a map, you'll have to use a new map. And you can see the directions of the different coordinates based on the little build I got going on here. So uh, that can be extremely helpful. Your compass in the game will always point to the spawn point of your world where you first spawned into it. So it is kind of helpful to actually build your base in that general location. So that way, you know, if at least you have a compass on you, you can always find your way back home. And this is gonna be your best friend in the beginning of the game is trees. Now you're gonna start off by punching trees. Of course, you got to get wood so you can make tools. Also, punching leaves could result in dropping apples and sticks and even saplings, so you can replant more and grow more trees. So that's those are kind of helpful pickups in the beginning of the game. Once you got yourself some wood, you're going to want to make a crafting table so you can make tools. Now, I would recommend just starting out with like a wooden shovel, wooden pickaxe. As soon as you get yourself some stone, go ahead and upgrade to those. As soon as you get yourself some iron, go ahead and upgrade to those, at least with the pickaxe, because you can't, well, you can harvest iron with a wooden pickaxe. You can't harvest diamonds with a stone pickaxe, and diamonds is where you want to be because this is the highest durability, and well, I mean they work the most quickly. Fishing rods. Fishing rods can be helpful if you can look up some like AFK fishing farm tutorials to build yourself those, or even just regular fishing out in the world. It could be a good food source, but you can also get books and even better fishing rods, better bows. You can get leather. You can get all sorts of things from fishing. So don't underestimate the power of fishing. Don't waste your gold. Do not craft golden tools or golden armor. The stuff just breaks so fast. It's not worth it. It's better to save your gold for things like powered rails and then the food items that can be crafted with gold. These enchanted apples, they're OP. And golden carrots, they're actually an affordable food source late game. So, I mean, it's better if you just save your gold for those types of things. Okay, now here I kind of set this up as an idea as to how deep you want to go to mine certain materials. Now, coal can be found the highest in the world at Y128 and below. Of course, all of these are they start to generate at this level, and you can find them below this level as well. But iron starts to generate at Y68. Gold and lapis lazuli you'll start to find around Y34. Emeralds Y33. Diamonds and redstone about Y16. Now I like to dig down to about Y11 and start branch mining from there. Now, when I say branch mining, I mean this right here. You're going to want to just count yourself back 4 blocks. What I like to do is count 3. On the 3rd block, put a torch. On the 4th block, poke a hole. It only has to be a one wide hole. Just watch the outside. If you see any diamonds or redstone or anything on the outside perimeter of what you've uncovered here, just dig yourself back there and retrieve those ores. Um, Always make sure you dig, an extra block around each ore you find. You never know. There might be another one hiding a layer away. But just do that on one side, dig it out on the other side, move another 4 blocks, and then repeat the process. So every 4 blocks, you're going to want to poke 2 more holes. That'll be the fastest way to find things like diamonds. And, well, at Y11, you'll find everything you need. And I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but since it's a video for beginners, I will. Never dig straight down. Either dig, you could dig a 2 block hole. So you can stand on 1 block and dig the block next to it, then drop down, and so on and so forth. But never 1 block straight down. There's too many ravines and lava pockets to fall in. It is imperative that you sleep. In order to sleep, you're going to need a bed. To get a bed, you need wool and wood. You can get wool from a sheep, and of course you got your wood from your trees. 2 ways to get the wool from the sheep. You could shear the sheep, and then the sheep stays alive and can regrow its wool, or you just kill the sheep. Beginning game, I usually just kill a couple sheep. Get your wool so you can at least have one bed. You might be carrying this bed around with you for a little while, but that'll be all right. Even if you don't have a home set up right away, it's just a good idea to even have a bed in your inventory. This way you can just sleep. Because if you stay up for too many days, these guys come out. I believe it's 3 nights. On the 3rd night, phantoms will spawn, and well, they're terrifying creatures. They will swoop in from the sky, and they're actually not that hard to fight. But I mean, you're running, you got to worry about other spawns because it's nighttime, and then you got these things swooping out of the sky trying to kill you. Just sleep. Sleep is important. An alternative way to get beds would be to steal them from these guys, villagers. If you find villages, there's a bed somewhere in that village. You can sleep in those beds, or just take their beds. I guess it's not very nice to do. Maybe you should just make your own bed. Now, later game, you might want to stay up so you can hunt these things. Yeah, their membrane can be used to repair elytra and make potions of slow fall. Okay, next I want to talk about enchanting. Now, to get enchantments on your weapons, well, you got a couple different ways you can do it. Now, the normal way would be an enchanting table, and when you start out with just a table, you're not going to get the best enchantments. It's going to be level 1 enchantments, and they won't cost a lot, but they're not going to do a lot for you either. You want to increase the strength of your enchanting table by surrounding it with bookshelves. You need at least 15 bookshelves with 1 block of space in between them. Now, they don't have to be laid out exactly like this. You could have bookshelves across this side as well, and then only have 3 bookshelves around the top. That part doesn't matter. It just has to be 1 space away from the bookshelf, or from the enchanting table, with nothing in between. Now, you can enchant your weapons on here just by putting the weapon in place. You can also enchant regular books, like as in non-enchanted books, by placing them on the enchanting table, along with some lapis. And you kind of just gotta look through, and well, the level 30 is gonna be the strongest enchantment. It might have multiple effects, it might not. So I could enchant this and I might just get Unbreaking 3, or I might, well, let's just give it a shot. There, see, I got bonus enchantments with that. That cost me 30 levels of experience though. So, I mean, that's one way to do it. You can, like I said, you can also enchant books, and you can get enchanted books from trading with villagers and from fishing, and that's another way you can enchant your items. Just throw your item in the enchanting table along with your enchanted book, and as you can see, you can create an enchanted item. If you have multiple enchanted books, you can add them together on an anvil as well, and that, if you do that before you enchant your item, it could actually save you some experience points. Next, order of business here is going to the nether. Now, to make a nether portal, you want to build this structure right here out of obsidian. You'll need um, 10 pieces to do it, because you don't really need to fill in the corners. And you'll need a flint and steel to ignite this to, you know, open up the nether portal. Now, once you go through to the nether, and I'm not going to actually use my portal because I don't want to go to a flat world nether, it's going to look a little something like this, but your portal isn't going to look like this. It's just going to be a exposed portal. I wonder if I can open this door. Uh, so, you're probably going to want to build some sort of barrier around this thing, you know what I mean? Because there are terrible creatures in the nether called gas, and they spit explosive fire charges at you, and their explosive fire charges will destroy this terrain here, which is called netherrack, but it won't destroy things like cobblestone and stone bricks. So you can defend your nether portal from these gas, because, well, their blast can, in fact, well, knock out your nether portal. And just in just such an occasion, I do recommend you carry an extra, 10 obsidian and an extra flint and steel when you travel through the nether, because, well, you never know what's going to happen. And if you have the extra obsidian, you could just build yourself a portal, and you got your flint and steel so you can relight it, or if your original portal gets knocked out, you can relight it real easily. Now, there's ways to trick gas into relighting them for you, but that's not something for a beginner to try. Definitely some of the best advice I can give is learn redstone. I mean, the come into a flat world and just experiment with the different redstone blocks, because it can do amazing things. I mean, you can farm with it. You can, defend your villages with it, defend your bases with it, or you could just do fun stuff like this. You maybe even create mini games, but for me, redstone makes the game. So, I mean, if you want something to, I don't know, take your Minecrafting to the next level, learn some redstone. And the best way to learn redstone is probably the best way to learn most anything about Minecraft, and that is subscribe. Subscribe not just to me, but other Minecraft YouTubers, anybody from the Hermitcraft server. These people are brilliant builders, and some of them are absolutely brilliant with redstone. And also check out Psycraft. All of their members are just geniuses. Like, the things the things they build, you haven't even imagined yet. But there's so many YouTubers putting out redstone tutorials and other tutorials about Minecraft, and the community is awesome. There's wizards out there, I swear. Wizards that will do things that will just amaze you, but you're not going to see it unless you go check out their channels. And there's just too many for me to name them all. So, if you're one of those veteran Minecraft players out there and you watch through this video and you're thinking, well, B, why didn't you just tell them about this? And, well, I probably didn't think of it. So maybe just write down something in the comments. So that way those beginners can, they can poke through the comments and they can read that for themselves. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure and hit the like button. And if you're interested in seeing more videos from me, consider hitting the subscribe button. I'm currently in the midst of filming a Survive and Thrive series. I'm really just playing Minecraft. But I have been looking for other people to join that server, so if that's something you're interested in, maybe just leave your gamer tag down in the comments. You might receive a friend request from me. I do want to thank you all for watching, and I want to wish you a wonderful day.